Ain't ready, MP. luck out there, MP.
Or education, or focus.
What's up, MP?
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Buford is out there with Young. And it's Rizachet in at the small forward. And the 3 off target. Philadelphia with the ball. MP outside. Here's Heaney. Pass to MP. Lets it go from deep. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. MP's got the first points up on the board here for the 76ers. And the Hawks with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Young's shot is good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Pass to Young. Johnson with a screen on Doncic. Down low. And then Jackson with the jam.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Flag sends a screen for MP. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
No wasted motion from MP. Gets the space he needs and drains it.
Tim, it feels like the bigger the stakes, the better we're going to see Trae Young playing.
Well, Kevin, he's had his moments in the playoffs, and he embraces the spotlight, home or away. He won't shy from being the villain.
The Hawks leading by 6. And let's check in with Ellen. And she's got the latest for us on MP.
Well, talking with the coaching staff about the growth of MP, they've been impressed with the amount he's added to his offensive repertoire. Coach said when he came in, he only had a couple of moves, but now he can attack a defense in any way that he wants. I'm very proud of the effort he puts in to expand his game. Guys, the development has been outstanding.
It has been. The toolkit growing day by day. Thanks. We've got Jared McCain. Wag is out there with MP. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Carter in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. A pass to Porzingis. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Young against Carter. And the foul called on Jared McCain. That is his first foul of the game. Jalen Johnson's checked in for the Hawks. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Back to MP. Got us a screen on Young. MP nails the triple.
On the perimeter, MP now so confident.
Young looking around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. 76ers have gone a nice 3-3 to start the second. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for MP. The 76ers another three.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the 76ers with some changes. Edgecombe comes in for Jared McCain. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Carter. Buford dishes to Young. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. That there isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Another three for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Now, here is Young. He had 22 points in the win against Portland.
And he was outstanding getting to the line and converting.
5 to shoot. To end the run. It's rebounded by Doncic.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Back to Ricochet. Young outside. A free ball. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Jared McCain's checked in for flag. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Daniels is checked in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to Johnson. Pass to Ricochet. The Hawks again can't hit. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Portland. Oh, it's a highlight reel being put together by MP.
What an athletic sequence from MP. I thought he was trying to rip the rim right off the glass.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. The Hawks trail by 10. Daniels, a screen on McCain. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Inside, trying to get something going. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And the 76ers with some changes. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Flag subbed in for Jared McCain. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Dyson Daniels. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Unloads. And it's Ricochet missing. Here's first flag. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so that's the end of the first half. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
They've made it look simple. Well-designed game plan, and the execution has been near flawless.
Yeah, that locker room. Let's turn our attention to the three-point. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
On the court for Atlanta, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. Young is out there with Buford, and it's Okongwu in at the 5. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Johnson finds Reza Shea. Hawks passing it around. And Buford gets it to go in on the assist by Reza Shea. Buford's got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Reza Shea. Johnson outside. Now Okongwu. Just 5 to shoot. Reza Shea and the wing jumper offline.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
To the paint. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you, Kev.
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. MP really making a difference here.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
Jones checked in for Jalen Johnson. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Look at Philadelphia, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Atlanta Hawks, 2 spots down.
And right now for Atlanta, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
Bangs home the trifecta.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Young against Doncic. MP left side. And Flag throws it down.
Well, MP working the two-man game there and finds his teammate for an assist.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Ricochet. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. To the inside. And Flag throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Outside, Jones. Back to Young. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Off target from three-point range.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Pass to Buford. Now, here is Young, guarded by Doncic. 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Luka Doncic.
And Young's such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
And here is MP. It's up a three, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Antetokounmpo out there with MD. Then it's Jared McCain. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Boston in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Buford the pass to Daniels. And here's Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Philadelphia leading by 19. MP outside. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
Well, I just love the energy and activity of MP there, and he involved his teammates.
Here's Buford. Oh, good with the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
MP passes to Boston. The shot's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Boston's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. On the wing, Johnson launches a 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Giannis sets a screen for MP. And the dunk by Giannis.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And the 76ers making a change here. Edey's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Herbert Jones. Here's Porzingis. It's not going to go for him. Giannis with some nice D. MP outside. Down low, Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Daniels sets a screen for Buford. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Philadelphia. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Edey with a screen on Daniels. Inside. And a dunk by Edey.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
To the wing on the left. Here's Buford. And it's off from three-point range. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And the three ball is good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, when you notch a triple-double, you affect the game in every way. Just a great game for him tonight.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And he makes that one. MP's got 44.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Here's Buford. No good from outside. MP outside. Gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
All right, MP, I think I speak for all of when I said that was impressive.
Yo, I keep trying to tell y'all, don't matter who y'all throw at me, I got something for you.
Yep, and you ain't forced it either.
I know Coach was kind of tight pregame, but everything I do on the court, I do for a reason. I know it looks cool, but it's strategic too.
Explain.
Okay. The more you can do, the harder you are to guard. The harder you are to guard, the easier it is to win.
Pretty simple when you put it that way.
It's a simple game if you let it be. You just have to be willing to look really, really cool.
That must be a huge burden for you.
You've got no idea, Xander.
See ya, MP.
All set up. Ready to pick your theme for the second half of the season?
Siempre listo. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, giving you the latest on the next batch of episodes for Out of Bounds.
All right, so what can the fans expect this time?
Oh, well, I'm going to show them what it takes to win Defensive Player of the Year, Xander.
Oh, I love it. All right, so give a little shine to the less glamorous side of the ball.
Exactly. We'll be highlighting games against the best offenses in the league and showing you what it takes to slow them down. You don't want to miss it, so hit that subscribe button today.
There he goes. Give us something good tonight.
Yeah. The love that you give me is minimal. The way that you treat me.
Good chunk of the season is past us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But, B.A., the rookies, they're learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Edgecombe. MP is out there with Zach Edey. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Flag in at small forward. Now here's Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He shoots it. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Atlanta shooting their initial free throws of the game here. First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. And he's going for the lob. Oh! Wow. I can't believe he just did that.
Wow. See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Now here's Risacher. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Johnson with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
He was all alone on that one. MP's got 8 points.
Oh, in today's game, making threes is a must. MP, he's dialed in.
Okongwu with it. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Risacher. Rebound by Philadelphia. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end. This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
The 3 from Risacher. That one no good. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Edey with a screen on Johnson. And here's MP from outside. Rebounded by Buford.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive, and they've been proficient.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Doncic against Young. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks was simply terrific. He finished with 47 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one.
By Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the Sixers.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Daniels outside to the left side wing. Here's Buford. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. MP is out there with Flag. Then it's Giannis. The feed! The jam! Giannis!
And that's a great read out of the two-man game for MP.
Hawks trail by 7. Outside Young. There's the screen by Johnson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by MP.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Fades and shoots. The bank shot, no good. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Young. Plenty of room to knock down that one. The Sixers lead by 5. MP outside. Oh, MP buries the triple.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Daniels outside. Back to Young. Porzingis with a screen on McCain. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Philadelphia's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. McCain finds MP. Oh, another miss by MP.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Young. Here's Buford. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Buford's got 6 points.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to MP. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
What a night for MP. He is in the zone. And look, that cylinder must be huge.
Back to Young for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Daniels. Over flag. Rebound by the 76ers. Flag's got... Oh! Throw it down! Wow!
You gotta love MP's creativity. It's so fun watching him throw it down like this.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Young looking around. Porzingis high post. KP wrecks the rim.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And the basket by MP.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Young way outside, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers earning this break in the action, up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hey, everybody, it's halftime.
Oh, man, when you can't defend the 3, it's painful to watch.
We talked about staying connected to shooters. Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans want to say. Papa, appreciate you joining us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Ricochet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Buford in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. To the inside, flag, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Okongwu. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Left side, Risache. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Buford. And the three-pointer goes. Buford's got 9.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
And here's MP from outside. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Tipped. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. You look at the Hawks, they're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
You know, for Philadelphia, they're in the #1 slot right now. Still half the season left, but there's nowhere else they'd rather be.
Outside Young. Outside Risache. From the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Back to MP. Screen by Edey. From deep, MP. And the 76ers another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Outside Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. The 3 from Risache. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. MP looking around. 1:43 left to play in the third. Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Jones, he's checked in for Johnson. Outside Jones. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Doncic against Young. Over Doncic. Young can't hit.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now Young, a great scorer, averaging almost 26 a game. Pass to Jones. And here's Okongwu. Now here's Risache. Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
MP outside. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The 3 from Risache. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Left side Young. And he can't get that one. Gets it off. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
MP getting it done for Philadelphia. Complete. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Brandon Boston. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with MP. Then there's Jared McCain. And it's Carter in at the 1. Here's Porzingis. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Jones misses.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
MP, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Buford passes to Porzingis. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
Daniels passes to Buford. Will it go? And Atlanta misses again.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Buford. The floater doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from McCain. Carter, the pass to MP. The 3. Good! Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Daniels passes to Buford. Here's Porzingis. Antetokounmpo with the block. And here's MP from outside. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. MP's got 53 points.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
MP against Jones. MP, the pass to Boston. Rebounded by Johnson. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Buford. Outside Johnson. And here's Porzingis, covered by MP. Porzingis passes to Daniel. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And here's MP from outside. Fires in the triple. MP's got 56 in the game.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they...
Yeah, the restaurant. Ooh, I love good eggs, Manny.
I just had some friends over and watched the game, but sometimes you need something a little more.
We should have just done one big thing. Great game,
You're not
though,
going to
right?
the right places. If the I don't know how you guys watch more basketball. I'll send you some restaurant recommendations.
What do you do?
Cooking show marathon. I could watch British people make scones for the rest of my life.
That's more entertaining than a buzzer beater from half court.
Yeah. You clearly have never watched someone manage to salvage blueberry scone from room temp butter. I'll send you guys some clips.
All right. I'm dubious, but I appreciate your passion.
Has anyone talked to you about the 3-second rule?
Yeah, gotta clear paint. And not eat anything on the floor that has fallen after 3 seconds, too, but that's not what we mean. Then no.
Every 3 seconds, move your focus. We have lots to watch. We don't want to get tunnel vision. No pun intended. Keep your eyes active and be alert at all times.
Good words to live by in our line of work.
I've never been to like
We're planning a trip to New Orleans.
Yeah, I really love the food there. I just ate all day and
like a
checked out
Broadway
music
play?
all night.
Yeah, like one of the food ones.
No, not my scene. I like being able to.
Oh, that's weird fun.
Yeah,
What am I thinking of? I don't know, like a play? What's the silent one?
Hey,
Family and I are doing a trip to NorCal.
Visiting in-laws?
Yeah.
So we got that thing set up, and now it's like, play me a song, and it plays it.
Wow, cool.
Nah, don't even give me
you know, I have never been to Maine.
No, I'm
Have
serious.
you?
Those
Furthest I've ever been is New York.
Oh,
People
do you
are
think it
always
would be nice?
listening in on your conversations. Like right now, there could very well be someone listening to us talking about what we did last weekend.
You're being paranoid.
Really? Am I? Are you sure there isn't, I don't know, some player just hanging around listening to all the stuff we say to each other?
Well, why would anybody be listening to us? We don't have anything interesting to say.
You'd be surprised. People are very comfortable invading other people's privacy these days.
Now you're making me
My
paranoid.
team, got a couple new pink diamonds in that
I
line.
remember how my
Making
dog
a big
was at that
difference.
stage.
Yeah, sweet.
Fine. I'll talk to you guys later.
Maybe.
I'm
Working night.
planning
Wanna catch a
So,
stand-up comedy?
a beach trip next
When's the last time you got your oil changed?
How much?
Oh man, I never got you. How you feel last time?
That's a joke in itself.
What is?
You picking up the check? You calling him cheap? Oh, that would be you. Spending twice as much as you do. The last check you picked up was your paycheck.
I do push-ups
Maybe you don't need stand up. We got a comic right here, right
like
now.
yours.
I use dumbbells.
Some pickleballs
Oh,
again?
I know.
Secret.
Life changer.
Sore.
So that's what a monkey wrench is for.
Yes.
I'm a man.
It also can prop your door open if you don't have a door
Not make
stopper.
you a rebound.
What?
Yeah, I don't miss anyway, so just stay out on the wing and give me room to work.
You're so arrogant that sometimes I want to play on the other team.
With your back? I'd love to see you try.
Oh, great. What am I getting myself into?
I'm just starting to question my initial thoughts on him.
Yeah, I can understand that. You looked amazing in the tournament last year.
You had a couple good games. That's all.
More than a couple.
More than a couple stinkers, too.
Okay, let's all dive back in and figure out if we can reach a consensus, okay?
Great.
Yeah. The love that you give me is minimal. The way that you treat me is pitiful. Yeah.
How'd you get out?
Fishing. 5 points.
That's
Center, 7'4", number 4.
Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Beard. He's out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Poole in at the center position. Poole on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jay. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the 76ers with possession. Here's Doncic. And Fears pulls it down. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Sixers ball.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. MP looking around. Another three for Philadelphia.
You can just tell that MP was in the zone on that three-point attempt.
Pass to Toppin. Here's Dadier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Poole finds Toppin. 4 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Toppin. A three from Poole. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk.
Wow. Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Poole on the wing. Pass to Dadier. There's Miller with the three. He can't hit that time.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Pocket 6. Here's Fear. From outside, off the mark. And so, MP will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. That one good for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Fears with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Milwaukee.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. MP really making a difference here.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Edey. And Jared McCain subbed in for Edgecombe. Now here's Teague. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
Here's MP, 11-point game. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Teague following the basket by Giannis. Teague, the pass to Aldama. Back to Teague. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by MP. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 18-5 run. From downtown, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Unable to get that one. And so it's MP making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's checked in for Robinson. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Antetokounmpo is out there with MP. Then it's Jared McCain. Then there's Brandon Boston. And it's Flag in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Hawks had a huge game. He dropped 56 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? What a game for him. And against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie. Great stuff as always. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
There's a screen by Aldama. Miller, no up.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Teague. No scoring in this one. Davis with a screen on McCain. Out to Miller. They need this. Miller with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Luka Doncic comes in for Jared McCain. And then for New Orleans, Toppin, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And Fears is subbed in for Wallace. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Jared McCain's checked in for the 76ers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Gaudier's checked in.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Gaudier's shot is off.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:46 left here in the second. Now, Fears. He has 5. Toppin sets a screen for Miller. Back to Toppin. Antetokounmpo with the steal. MP passes to Antetokounmpo. And Teague has it in the corner. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
MT finds Antetokounmpo.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
and just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Zach Edey comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Foyt subbed in for Jared McCain. And New Orleans also making a change. Poole's checked in for Miller.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Philadelphia.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the night. And that one falls for Fears. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. To the inside. And now the Pelicans on the break. There's the three. Rebound by the 76ers.
And the great shooters, when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down.
They just won't miss. I think this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Toppin. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And so it's Philadelphia in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break.
An amazing stunt from your pocket life, Arena Entertainment.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Yeah, I've been impressed with all those guys so far, but I want to see who holds up down the stretch.
Yeah, the length of an NBA season tends to take its toll. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the 76ers. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So for New Orleans right now, Brandon Miller out there with Fears. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Poole in at the 5 down low. Here's Flagg. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. He lobs up the alley pass. And Flagg throws it down.
Out of the pick and roll, MP able to read and react.
The Pelicans shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Pass to Poole. They set the pick. To the paint. Edey with the steal. 3 on 3. It's tipped. Fears with it. Picked up by Edgecombe. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And here are the 76ers now. Following the score by New Orleans.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some.
Oh my goodness! What a play!
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Toppin. Here's Dadier. To the inside. Here's Poole. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
Doncic dishes to MP. second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the dunk by Edey.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Miller outside. Pass to Fears. Poole, a screen on Doncic. Here's Dadier, guarded by Doncic. Here's a screen by Toppin. Jay off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Poole. Now, here's Toppin. Back to Poole. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
The three from MP. By 76ers, another three.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. To the middle. Here's Poole and the powerful one-handed slam.
The assist goes to and a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And here's MP for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 32 points in the game. Pass to Toppin. New Orleans moving it around. The fader. Again, the miss by Poole.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
My goodness. That dunk from MP is usually what you see on the blacktop.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Zach Edey. Brandon Boston comes in for Flag. Jared McCain's checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Carter in for Luka Doncic. Pass to Aldama. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Aldama's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, you don't see that kind of quickness from Aldama all that often.
And here's MP for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Wallace with a screen on Carter. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. MP has been leading the charge for the Philadelphia 76ers. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Brandon Boston is out there with MP. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Carter. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Teague bounce pass. Miller the pass to Aldama. Wallace the screen. There's the triple. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. MP's got 41.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Aldama with the ball. MP's there. And the rejection by Giannis.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And finished off by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
High post, Davis. Over Giannis. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. From outside the arc, hits it again. Wow!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Miller outside. Back to Teague. And with so many teams, Dan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of crafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Teague for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MPs. There's the lob at the Kumbo and stolen by Miller.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Teague bounce pass. Beyond the arc. Miller, no luck. And Boston has it in the corner. Back to MP. Takes the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 59 points.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A three from MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Teague can't hit. Giannis inside. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never
You are a limited number of single A. Both fans, will you be here?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You take a look at the 76ers. They are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, Chicago just need to keep fighting.
Checking out the Bulls. It really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Flag. MP is out there with Zach Edey. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Edgecombe in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bulls, we've got Mark Williams. Henderson out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Buchanan in at power forward. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
And here's Doncic outside. Hits the trifecta.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
Pass to Mathurin. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's MP. He played a great game against New Orleans.
MP being involved from beyond the arc is trouble for the opposition.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Chicago. I asked him, how do you plan to Doncic. He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Henderson. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. To the paint. Here's Williams. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Bulls, Mark Williams. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And here's MP from outside. He buries it from 3. MP's got 6 points.
You got to be ready to fire off a pass. And credit to MP. He did not hesitate at all.
Outside Maxey. Outside Mathurin. Fires the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, they wanted to win the physical battle in that game, and they did. The rebounding numbers really paint the picture.
Second chance points once again making the difference, as is often the case.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Mathurin. He also had a big impact in that win against the Mavericks. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Henderson. And it's flagged with a rebound.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
They get it again. And the dunk by Edey.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Philadelphia making a change here. And here we can check out the story for Benedict Mathurin.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection. And it's showing.
The Bulls trail by 8. Here's Bullard. And he can't jam it through.
What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
MP looking around. On target from range. MP's got 14 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Outside Whitmore. To win the drought. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
MP shot is off. The Bulls have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Inside, Maxey. Just blocked! MP drives in.
Well, MP coming at you full speed like that, so difficult to get in his way and make the stop.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he makes a first. Some changes for Chicago. Whitehead, he's checked in for Hardy. Henderson comes in for Whitmore. And it's Kobe White in for Maxey. Boston's checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's White, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Back to Henderson. Now White. Henderson outside. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. White can't hit. The Sixers lead by 10. Pass the ball to the middle. And Giannis with the dunk.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around. But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
A deep 3 from MP. No good. would have counted had he gone. MP getting it done for the 76ers. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the 76ers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Brandon Boston is out there with MP. Then there's Edgecombe. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pelicans got the job done. He contributed 62 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Buries it from three.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Launches a three. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
Macy, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement. Movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
Timeout called, the Bulls. So both teams changing it up here. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
You look at MP, he occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs. His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Yeah, MP will get up in your face defensively as well.
They set the pick. And And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
2 minutes.
Henderson scanning the floor. Pass to Williams. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers.
And for their matchup with Detroit, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
MP outside. Lets a 3 fly. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Maxey. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
MP outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Maxey on the wing. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of this game. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 19. And it's MP with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Maxey. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, nice D from Carter.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the...
And you know, for that matchup with the Heat, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes...
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Bulls.
Well, the energy there...
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
We've got Henderson, also Tyrese Maxey out there, Mark Williams out there with Benedict Mathurin, and it's Buchanan in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and to make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Williams grabs the board. Bulls trail by 21. Henderson, the pass to Maxey. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Here's MP. Chicago grabs the miss. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. MP outside. Down low. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, MP working the 2-man game there and finds his teammate for an assist.
Chicago has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Outside Maxey. Henderson for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edgecombe. MP outside. Oh, there's the alley. Mathurin with a steal. Henderson drives in. Here's Buchanan. Edey defends. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
For 3. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Maxey passes to Henderson. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. For 3, Mathurin. Rebound by Philadelphia. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to MP. It's stolen by Henderson. And now the Bulls in transition.
2 minutes remaining.
And a nice finish on the layup. Maxey's got 6 points.
And Maxey is especially dangerous in these situations. When he has room to run, good luck stopping him.
So both teams making some changes here. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. Philadelphia, number 1. Decided to change it up. Here's Buchanan. Chicago passing it around. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Moses Moody out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's MP. And it's Thor in at the small forward position. And it's good for 2.
You have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Screen by Robinson. And the basket by MP.
And that's what you get with MP. Relentless and can score in a variety of ways.
Pass to Maxey. 1:36 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. From the wing, the rebound by MP.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And Philadelphia hits again for Pete.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it was a team effort tonight, collecting their 39th victory of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Here's Buchanan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Philadelphia dictating the flow. From deep, MP. And it's good! He hits another one.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Maxey, hounded by Ball. Maxey surveys. Three-pointer off the mark. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one, what?
Ooh, that felt good.
Yo.
anyway.
What do you mean? I'm a main rebounder.
3 rebounds in 4 games is not making you a rebound.
Yeah, I don't miss anyway, so just stay out on the wing and give me room.
Okay, you're so arrogant that sometimes I want to play on the other.
But if it's more than an hour, I'm
With your back? I'd love to see you try.
Up next, the 76ers taking on the Magic. For the 76ers, a standout first half of the season has them in first place in the East, a position they don't want to let go of. Magic, Sixers, coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Thursday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against Miami, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Now look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got MP. Edgecombe is out there with Doncic. Then it's Flag. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Magic, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. Black is out there with Richardson. And it's Smith in at the 5 spot. Well, Clark, everyone's picking the same team to win this one. They're clear favorites.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and they should be. But you can't take anybody lightly in the NBA. As the underdog, you have no expectations, and sometimes that can free you up to play your best basketball, which gives you a chance to maybe catch that opponent who's the favorite off guard.
Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Smith, no good. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And a wide open look for MP. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
On the perimeter, MP now so confident.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. The Magic head coach and I got a chance to talk. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. For 3, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Clark, the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
To the wing right side. Here's Banchero. A beautiful reverse layup.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
MP looking around. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Wagner outside. Banchero is screened for Wagner. Inside. And it's Banchero missing. Here's Philadelphia. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. MP outside. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 15 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Richardson with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Pass to Black. Banchero, a screen on Doncic. Here's Smith. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Doncic kicks to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. He's got 18.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Another miss by Orlando.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for MP. The 76ers, another 3.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Banchero, that's good.
Inside, Banchero has everything he needs to make it happen. He's got size, strength, agility, and a nice touch, too.
It's stolen by Banchero. Out left to the wing. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Richardson outside. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
You might think Banchero's looking to score it every time, but that's not necessarily the case.
On the wing, MP. He's covered by Banchero.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
MP has been leading the charge for the Philadelphia 76ers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He did. And if you're... Making a change here. MP's checked in. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Mitchell Robinson out there with MP. Then it's Flag. Then there's Brandon Boston. And it's McCain in at the point. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He contributed 52 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that way tonight, guys.
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
The Magic trail by 11. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Philadelphia leading by 11. Pass to MP. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Carlson.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Buffkin. The Magic again can't hit. And so MP will bring it up for the 76ers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Watch out, MP finishing the drive.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball,
forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Four's checked in. And it's Edgecombe in for Brandon Boston. Ben Carroll against MP. Out to Doncic. That three off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Back the pass to Ben Carroll. Over McCain. Another miss by Orlando. The 76ers leading by 13. MP right side.
Out of the pick and roll, MP able to read and react.
MP.
Here's Black. Nothing on the board. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Smith dishes to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Will it go? Once again off the mark, Orlando.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The three from MP. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
The Magic making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Philadelphia. White comes in for Jared McCain. Ben Carroll, right side. Good on the three-point shot. Ben Carroll's got 9.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by Philadelphia.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. 76ers lead by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star?
At the top, we see some familiar faces. It's easy to view them as the front runners.
Yeah, things might shift around.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the 76ers.
They're click.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you...
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Wagner is in the front court alongside Ben Carroll. Anthony Black is out there with Richardson. And it's Smith in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectator.
And Ben Carroll, here we go. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. MP against Banchero. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis says, get off me!
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock club, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat, and because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. Great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Richardson the pass to Banchero. Misses from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Down low, Smith. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on MP. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he played.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
MP outside. MP showing the range.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Edgecombe with the steal. Over Banchero. Kept alive. Kicks it out to MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now Black. Still yet to score. Wagner passes to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Guys, back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Philadelphia with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. A three from MP. The 76ers, another three.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. MP really making a difference here.
Just killing it deep. They gotta be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just asking for him to drop another triple on.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Philadelphia also making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brandon Boston comes in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain subbed in for Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buffkin with the bucket.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
The 76ers leading by 21. MP outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. but it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
MP.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. MP out there with Brandon Boston. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Jared McCain. And it's Edgecombe in at the shooting guard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Davis in the corner. They get it back. Good on the shot. Collinsworth's got his first bucket in this one.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
On the wing, Davis. Over Boston. And Davis can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And here's MP for three. And again for three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Richardson outside. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys.
Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Lets the three fly. Good, another from three.
MP.
You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
The Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Buffkin. Back to Davis from deep. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter.
MP.
It's good.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Richardson outside. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And the rejection by MP.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Boy, you can't say enough about his effort on the boards. He helped them in the battle of possessions all game long.
Here's Buffkin. It's Richardson on the wing. And so Orlando again turning it over.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Philadelphia 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The three from MP. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And he sinks the second. And the 76ers call time here. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
And here's MP for three. Good on the triple.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily to come into an opponent's building in depth.